It doesn't matter if you're a massage therapist, a physical therapist, a chiropractor, an osteopath, an orthopedic. No matter what you do, as long as you're working with people and you're using manual therapy to make them better, it's going to give you a tool in your belt that takes everything you're doing and making it that much better. Because if you understand how the body works and where it moves and what's actually the root cause of what's going on with them, imagine what you can accomplish. MyoAlign was created to give manual therapists the tools and abilities to identify specific injuries and dysfunction, their origin, symptoms, and how to best correct or alleviate those imbalances. Using the MyoAlign technique, our therapists can alleviate most common acute and chronic pain due to injury or imbalances. And usually we can do that within 1 to 5 treatments. So this technique came about from a complete frustration with how the healthcare system in this country is managed. There's a complete disconnect between the mind-body connection. Now, what is the mind-body connection? It's the thought process that our bodies are one unit and our mind is another, and they don't talk to each other, which is a load of crap, because they do. We physically manifest emotional states all the time. So if we're stressed about something, how is that affecting us? Is that affecting our shoulders going higher? Is our chest getting tight? So when you're going through this course, that's one piece I want you to start thinking about, is not only what's physically going on, but what's going on emotionally. Because if you can tap into that key, you'll notice that a lot of the physical issues that your patients are having are not just physical, they're emotional. And if you address those, the physical symptoms will also disappear. What I'm going to cover now is subscapular releases. So let's say this motion isn't happening and this motion isn't happening. Usually the subscap is tacking everything or pulling it back. So what I'm going to show you how to do is how to release that pretty easily. You are going to, I'm going to have you roll this way a little bit best just so you can see. My fingers are going to go underneath her scapula. So here's the scapular ridge here. I'm going to hook underneath and grab and hold it, okay? So when she comes down, I'm grabbing that chunk, taking her bent elbow, and we're gonna go across. And what you're gonna notice is you're gonna hear like a thunk. So when the shoulder's not in the right spot, that's when you're gonna get that little bump, 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 bump every time you go over it. While you're doing this, I want you to think about doing kind of this with your hands. So I'm moving her arm, but I'm also pulling and tractioning the scapula over and over again. Depending on where the biggest spasm is where my finger is locked in place. All right, so we're gonna do it again. Lock in, make the lovely table noise, and we just get to go back and forth. Let your shoulder drop down on me, perfect. You're gonna do this probably 8 to 10 pumps or whenever it takes to get it to loosen up. The other thing I want you to remember is with your thumb, I'm actually pushing down into her first rib. So right here, my thumb is pushing into it. That's giving me an anchor. So I'm hooking, thumb in, and then a rotation. That's the technique.